Grant, promoted to Sky Bet League One. How does it feel?
That feels amazing. Feels amazing. I'm so proud of everyone connected to the football club today, and the whole season. You know, I think the togetherness that we have shown from Terry, Gavin, the fans, the staff, the players, everyone that works at the football club and helps and support us and works so hard behind the scenes. You know, that's for them. You know, it's been an emotional time for myself as well, and the last 4 or 5 weeks has been the hardest period of my life, really. You know, obviously losing my mother, and you know, she'd have loved that today. You know, I'm so proud I can have my dad here, and I just said to my dad, my mum would have loved that. And but you know what? It's what the group of staff and group of players have done this season to galvanise this city and to put us in this position. And I'm just really, really, really delighted.
And you'll have seen, no doubt you enjoyed as well, the scenes at the end with the supporters and everybody, as you say, everybody galvanised by what this team's done.
Absolutely. You know, it's just to walk around there. You know, this club needs to be in League One. It needs to be pushing top end League One. It needs to be in the Championship, really, with the facilities and the infrastructure and the fan base we've got here. And it's a journey, you know. And we just missed out last season. We give it everything, probably second half of the season to get there, and we felt so deflated and down and angry. And when we got beat here against Crewe, and just to do it today against a good Bradford team and a well-drilled team, like I said, who I've no doubt probably will go and get promoted themselves. It was a tight game, but we got there in the end.
It's all culminated in a really good short run of form, but you've been right up there all season, one of the strongest teams in this division, consistently throughout the campaign, just building on what you did towards the back end of last season.
Yeah, I think any season you're going to have peaks and troughs, and it's fair to say we had a few of them, but we remain consistent with our approach with the boys, and I think that's the key to being successful at any level, really, is not deviating too much away from your plan, because I think players can see right through you, and my staff can see right through me. So I think it was important to keep everyone focused, to keep everyone feet on the floor. When we've lost games, we always, this season really, we responded very, very quickly. And that's a testament to how my staff and my players have responded to maybe a little bit of criticism from me, but also bringing them back into the realism of it's a long season. There's still one to go. Yes, we're promoted tonight, but you know me, Liam. I'm desperate for that title, and I'm desperate to give the title to our supporters.
What does it mean to you today to be promoted, to do this? You came back, you know exactly what you wanted to do when you walked back into this club, but to come in and actually achieve it. As you said, there's one more to go and eyes on that, but what does it mean to you today?
Look, it means everything. It means absolutely everything. And you know, I never put any sort of shine on myself. It's more about the team and the staff and everyone that we're connected to the football club and our supporters, and that's what it takes to be successful. And yes, I'm the one that comes in here and fronts you and speaks to you and speaks to the player, but it's a whole team effort, and it means everything. You know, maybe were we ready last year to go into League One? Who knows? You know, it was a quick succession of wins that's put us there, and if we'd have went in there this season, how would we have done? What I will say is I feel as if we're ready now. I really do. I feel as if this group understand how I want to work. Players are tied down to contracts. Others we'll speak to. We'll make sure we work hard, very, very hard on our recruitment to be competitive next year. And I've never been at a football club just to mosey into League One and then I will do it the season after. It's not what I'm about. So you know, I'll make sure that this squad of players are very competitive next season in League One.
Let's talk about today's game. A really, really good performance overall.
Yeah, I mean, it was first half. I thought we smothered them. I thought we pressed them. Our energy was great. We scored a good goal, probably had up one or two others. The sending off probably at half time probably derailed us a wee bit in the second half, I would say. It wasn't intentional, but I've mentioned to you before, it's very hard to play against 10 men. And we were a little bit slow in our play, you know, a little bit predictable at times. But listen, at the end of the day, we knew what was at stake today. We knew that at some point today, emotion was going to take over. We give a penalty away. Teddy makes a fantastic save. Made 2 fantastic saves, actually, one in the first half and the penalty. And I knew Billy would score. Yeah. Hence why I brought him on. He's been itching to get back with a suspension, and that's 2 goals in 2 games against Bradford. He'll be really, really pleased with that.
How much does Ted Sharman-Lowe deserve a moment like that, in a big game like that, and produce the goods as he has? Because he's just got better and better as the season.
He's a special goalkeeper. He really is. That's his first loan, That's his first real competitive season in the EFL. And he's getting better all the time. The save in the first half, point blank, where he tipped it over the crossbar, excellent. Really, really good. And then the penalty save, I actually felt quite confident he was going to save it. I really did. I felt the energy inside the stadium. Teddy would produce a big moment for us, and he'd done that. And then, obviously, see the goal at the other end go in. We knew we were nearly there. Bradford score off a long throw, which they scored, I think, 3 or 4 at Swindon the other week. We knew they're good at them. But look, we seen it through in the end. It was nervy, 90 seconds or 2 minutes or whatever it was, but the job's done.
The supporters answered your call, came out in force to sell out this afternoon. Just unbelievable, and this is why we do it. This is why we do it. It's the games that on a Tuesday night, wet, miserable, where you're thinking, don't really fancy it, I don't want to go, and you have to grind the season. Any season, you have to grind through them performances and then results, and get to where you want to be ultimately. And I'm really pleased. Like I say, I just can't thank the players and the staff and supporters enough, really, because their hard work and their dedication has put them in this position. We're now a League One football club. Feels really nice to say that, but there's one more thing to do, and we want to try and go and finish that off next week. I'll say all sights on that one. But just that is another game.
Absolutely, and it'll be difficult for me to refocus the group maybe for a couple of days. By all means, I'll let the players go and enjoy themselves for a few days. Absolutely, we've just got promoted, but by the time maybe Tuesday, Wednesday comes, we will be firmly focused on going to Notts County to try and win the game. How much credit do they deserve? You mentioned that emotion would take over eventually, but to come out in the circumstances in that first half and produce the performance that they did, where they were just calm and composed, and that's been the message really from, I would say, maybe Christmas time onwards. Is be a bit calm in our approach. Don't get flustered by outside noise or people knocking you and people telling you're not good enough and he's not good enough and you can't win and you don't do this and your teams don't attack, whatever it may be. All the criticism that comes your way, and we see it. We see it, we hear it. It does get brought to our attention, but the main thing really is for our team to understand that to be successful and to give our supporters a day like this, we have to remain consistent in our approach, and I think we've done that all season. Congratulations. Thank you very much.